A lot of cool things to report in this video. Just to set this up, I have my laptop right there. I'm here in my backyard. It's actually not my backyard, it's my Airbnb. I live in this house. There's 5 rooms in there and I have the whole house to myself. It's fantastic. I love Airbnb. Anyway, this is episode 3 of Fridays with Farhan. Last night I passed my assessment to go to level 3 of both salsa and bachata. So I'm super happy. I was super happy yesterday. I had this crazy winner effect, this crazy increase in testosterone when I realized that I am now at level 3, which I had never imagined. I think I might be the fastest person, like the fastest growth from level 1 to level 3. It took me like 6 weeks, which is crazy. Usually it takes people 4 months. So anyway, that's what's immersion. That's what immersion's all about. Always understand this. If you sacrifice everything, you do something all in, balls in, you will get results. And I did salsa bachata classes now for 6 weeks straight. So 6 days a week, 6 days a week, 6 days a week. And Saturday I can't go because they're closed. So let's get to this episode of Fridays with Farhan. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. If you have questions, make sure you send those to me and I will be able to answer them. You can comment below, or you can send an email with your questions. You can comment on Facebook and Biggest Balls in the Game. Balls with a Z, that's our Facebook group. If you're not on it, get your ass on it. Or you can comment on YouTube. We read all the comments and we're going to answer as many questions as we can on these episodes of Fridays with Farhan. Before I forget, I'm going to mention this at the end of the video as well, but I just want to make something clear that tonight at 11:59 p.m. is when this special offer that we have only for this week expires. So the price for the product will go way up. So if you want it at the discounted price, it is expiring tonight at 11:59 p.m. Click either the link in the first comment below if you're on Facebook, and if you're in YouTube, then just look at the first link in the description below. And you need to go to that page and check out the offer and get that ASAP if you think it can benefit your life. Okay, so now let's get to it. There it is. So by the way, I haven't read any of these questions at all. I want to sort of do it like a seminar, like, you know, I'm in a seminar. I presented my thing at this conference, and now people are asking me questions. I'm just going to answer them real time. You know, I haven't had any preparation. So first question is by Big Dog Status 83. I like your content a lot, but I just want to know why you got into a war of words with vegan gains when you are a vegan now yourself. I felt it was very beneath you to resort to name calling in your videos. When you are speaking, what you are speaking of now is very contradictory to your behavior sometimes, especially in that video. Just wanted to let you know, I hope you continue to see positive videos from you in the future. I hope to continue to see positive videos from you in the future. Okay, I think I've answered this question before, but I'm going to answer it once and for all again. The only reason I did all that stuff with vegan gains is to have fun, honestly. Like, I'm a very naughty, cheeky guy, right? So if I can say something as an entertainment to make an impact on the world and to get people to think, right? Because what happened with Vegan Gains is I never used to see his content. I still don't see his content, but I did see this one video he had about porn and masturbation, and then he dissed Joe Rogan on something. And that emotional energy, that drive that I had in me was what I used and I leveraged to make all those attack videos on Vegan Gains, on the, you know, the porn addiction stuff, and you know, him eating his dog's cum and all that. It was, to me, it's just some naughty shit, right? One of my things that I do in life is I make people think, right? I make you think. I'm gonna spit out some stuff from my mouth, and it makes you think about maybe you can improve your life in a certain way, or you can improve, I don't know, your health in a certain way, your hormones in a certain way, your well-being, your spirituality, your diet, your confidence, your risk-taking, the way you have designed your architecture in your environment, your physical architecture. Maybe it'll allow you to overcome addictions. I don't know, but I try to go out there. I try to put stuff out there, and if it helps you, grab it. If it doesn't help you, leave it. It's that simple, and that's why I made all those vegan gains videos. I have nothing against the guy. I have nothing against veganism. And I stooped low is because I don't want to have an ego, man. Like, I don't want to be this, oh, look at this Dr. Ph.D. neuroscience guy who is so sophisticated, you know, wearing this, you know, buttoned up and all sophisticated. I'm not that guy. I'm a fun guy, right? I'm a fun guy. I am not some person that is gonna, you know, wear this nerdy glasses and tell you what to do. I'm not that guy. I'm your friend, right? I'm just like you. I do my research. I read as much as I can. I have my life's experiences. I take big risks, and I try to educate, and I try to convey my feelings to you. And that's what I was doing with the vegan gains videos, right? Now, of course, I don't like the fact that he, you know, bashes people. I don't like the fact that he, you know, has said a lot of things against my mentors like Elliot Hulse and Brandon Carter and Kino Body and even against RSD a little bit. So I don't like when he does all that stuff. But in reality, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with all that stuff. Like, you know, it's not gonna keep me up at night, let's just say that, right? But when he does trash people, he does talk smack against people, it does evoke my emotions. And I wanna, you know, these are my friends, these are my mentors, so I got their back. So I am gonna attack back, right? I am gonna fight back. And that's what all those videos were all about. They were fun. You know, I had a lot of fun with them. Like, literally, I would make one of those videos and I would laugh after. And you know, quite frankly, like, I'm really good at conveying my emotions and my feelings, so I just do that on YouTube, right? Now, in terms of the content itself, right, and I made a lot of stuff about saturated fat, about cholesterol. I talked a lot about that stuff, about meat, about dairy. I was eating a lot of meat and dairy at the time. Now I'm vegan. 4 months, actually 4 months today, November 1st. Ha, I started July 1st. July, August, September, October. Yeah, 4 months, which is so cool. It's so rad. And I'm reading a lot about Michael Greger. I'm reading How Not to Die, watching all of his podcasts, all of his videos, and I'm gonna try to educate you better, right? Like, stuff I said before about saturated fat, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. I'm gonna talk about that in a future video. Same thing about cholesterol, right? There's different types of cholesterol, different types of saturated fat, different types of good fats, different types of bad fat. There's all this stuff, and I'll try to link all of that to veganism and try to tell you that in the future. But that's sort of it, man. That's the vegan gains thing. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't really care about it. Like, I said it, I had fun, you know, it was naughty. It was fun. It was almost like a stage actor, you know. I was just like entertaining and trolling big time vegan gains. And another reason was, so he makes a response video, and he did, and that got a lot of publicity on the channel. Of course I want to get publicity on this channel. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm very proud to say that I know how to do marketing and I know how to do stuff like that, and I did it, and it worked. You know, Doc Testosterone channel was the lowest number of subscribers that Vegan Gains has ever made a response video about, and I was very proud of that. It's one of our greatest accomplishments. And now we're done with all that, right? We're done with all that nitty-gritty attacking and trolling. We're done. And as you know, all the videos now are very pure, very authentic, very from the heart, you know, not from the brain and not from some, you know, let's make profits and you know, promote supplements and all that. No, it's from the heart. Everything is from the heart. And everything is about giving, giving, giving. So that's the kind of the revamping, you know, it's just, that's the type of person I was at the time. I was trying to get a YouTube following. I was trying to, you know, increase my viewers, increase my subscribers. So I did, fuck it, let's do everything. You know, promote this supplement, bring this guy to the channel, go to this podcast and interview and talk about this and talk about that and, you know, talk about whatever gets clicks. That's the type of person I used to be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that person anymore, and I'm very different now. You know, I was depressed for 5 months. I went to South America. I did all that. You know, I was very, very depressed, you know, believe it or not. And you see that in the videos. The channel got deleted at a certain point, right? And then the channel came back. You know, I was very, very depressed and very sad for like 5 months. You know, there were times when I would think for 4 or 5 hours straight in my bed in Medellin. That was really sad for me, man. I was depressed in New York, in Brooklyn, in Montreal. Now I'm in Toronto. I'm happy and, you know, putting out content again. This is the reality of what's happened. I made mistakes. I mean, what can I say? And that's how it is. My God, this 10-minute answer. This video might go on for a while. We'll try to timestamp it so you don't have to watch everything. Let me see how the lighting is here. Okay, this is that. Ah, this is nice. I look pretty here. And this gets, again, bad. I think we'll stick to around here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Listen, if I didn't answer your question, maybe I didn't. Ask again, and I'll try to answer it next Friday. Toshif Riaz. Whoa. Toshif Riaz asks, I really respect you, Farhan, but I have a question. You had issues with vegan gains, and you are now vegan yourself. Why? Well, it's a coincidence. I don't know. Like, when I was filming with Zach, you know, around that time, I don't know, like a year ago now, I wasn't vegan, but I was still eating vegan, you know, 2-3 times a week. You know, we had meatless Mondays with Dougie in Philadelphia when I went there for my, you know, next level trainings that I told you guys about on Snapchat and YouTube back in the day. I was still eating some vegan meals. You know, I knew about veganism. I'd studied veganism just a tad. Now I'm studying it way, way more because I'm all in now. But yeah, I mean, they're not really related. I mean, not really, right? I mean, it's just a progression, right? I've done keto before, and it's not because of some like fight I got into with some keto expert. I'm not saying Vegan Gains is a veganism expert by any means, by the way. You know, I'm not saying that, and I'm not, you know, saying that I'm his best friend. You know, I have nothing against him. I have nothing against anyone. Even when I was making the videos against him, attacking him, I had nothing against him. It was just fun. It was just fun shit. I'm a fun-loving guy. It's just like, you guys take YouTube seriously. You guys take all this stuff really seriously, which is sad. The stuff you need to take seriously are the things that actually apply to your life, are the things that actually help you. So if I promote something, if I tell you something, go try it out and learn for yourself. You know, I'm not some Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Buddha guy. Like, you, and even they were telling us that you need to try stuff out in your own life. And don't take our word for it, and you know, trust yourself. Don't just trust something you read or something you watch. I mean, that's one problem with YouTube and with social media. Like, don't just listen to something and believe it. Like, don't be stupid, right? Okay, so that's it. I don't want to keep going about this stuff. It's fucking 13 minutes. But again, if I miss something, so to answer your question, it's coincidence. Like, you know, I started veganism when I went on my Buddhism retreat July 1st. In Montebello, Quebec. That's when I started. You know, I was there for 10 days. I was like, fuck it, I'll just become vegan. It was actually vegetarian meals, but I didn't eat any dairy. I didn't eat any eggs. None of that. We didn't have eggs, but I didn't eat any dairy. I stuck to veganism, and that's when I started, and I stuck to it, and I'm good. That's it. Oh, I also heard from Jibbin, Sir Symmetry, that they inject hormones, pharmaceutical drugs. 70% of pharmaceutical drugs are injected into meat. When he told me that, I was like, ugh, shit. Let me think about this a bit. And also, I'm trying to be reductionist approach. I'm trying to be minimalistic. So removing stuff from my life is very important. So, you know, removing meat, removing eggs, removing dairy has been very beneficial, and I'm good. Getting the protein I need. You know, I'm like looking good, you know, working out, just like everything is really good. Feeling strong. Doing salsa dancing 6 times a week, strength training 3 times a week, Pilates, just doing a lot of good movement. I got my Vibrams, as you see right there, you know, my Vibrams, and I'm walking, I'm using my big toes, you know, I can do shit like this, you know, I can like stand on my balls of my feet. I do ballet classes, I do body isolation, you know, where we learn this, like, you know, this thing. You know, just like really, really like isolating our bodies, you know, doing this thing. Like, it's hard for you to see it, but you'll see it in some of the dance videos that I put out that I'm doing. So that's all I'm gonna say. Next, Josh Meredith asks, did your testosterone change on vegan? I don't know. I'm actually gonna check 6 months in. So it's been 4 months. In 2 months, I'm gonna get a requisition from my medical doctor here. She's fucking amazing, by the way. She's so brilliant. Such a sweetheart. I'm so happy I found her. We actually talked about veganism for half an hour in our last appointment. Can you imagine, like, I'm such a social loving guy, like such a social friendly loving guy. Hey man, are you living here?
I live upstairs, yeah.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, it's just one of our roommates here. Yeah, I'm just making a video, man. So don't just answering some questions. Yeah, so you know, even with my medical doctor, I sit there with her and we have these talks about veganism. We have these talks about just like Toronto, what are the best restaurants to eat at. So I encourage you, you know, instead of always just watching videos and just like consuming content all the time and being a keyboard jockey, go out there and meet people, be fun loving. Like even at my salsa bachata dancing studio, I'm the sweetheart. Like I'm the guy everyone knows. I'm the popular kid. Why? Because I'm authentic. I'm real. I'm fun loving, right? I'm like living life to the fullest. All right, next question. Julian Hyam. Hey Julian, one more time. Hey man, thanks for your questions. When you were experiencing adversity during your life transformation, how did you know it was just a setback and not the universe telling you this is not your destiny? Ah, very good. You never know the answer to that question. You just don't know. Like when I started salsa bachata dancing in Colombia, this is what I would do, right? So one thing you have to do is you have to step with your left leg, right? And then you have to step with your right leg, right? And then you have to step with your left leg. But when you step, you have to first put the ball of your foot and then go like this. You understand? When I was in Colombia, I stepped like this. So the teacher had to literally grab my foot and put it down like that over and over and over. And I did like 40 hours of one-on-one training in Latin dancing. So at that time, I was facing adversity, right? So if I thought, fuck, the universe is telling me that I suck and I shouldn't be dancing anymore. But see, I have the answer for you. This is the answer. It is the pain of not doing the thing. That's the only thing that's gonna win over the adversity, right? So you undergo a lot of adversity in something you do. But then the pain of not doing that activity is more than the universe telling you that you suck. That's the answer. That's the fucking answer, right? So for me, being a great Latin dancer, being around feminine energy, meeting a lot of women that are into their bodies, me learning about my own body, that was more important than any adversity that the universe throws at me. Same thing with boosting testosterone. Same things with being vulnerable when I have sexual anxiety. Same thing with sacrificing all of the job offers that I've had in my life, right? All of the great opportunities that people have thrown at me. I'm sacrificing all that. I declined all that stuff. I denied it. I said, fuck it, right? I'm gonna make a video soon about that. All the job offers that I've declined because I wanted to do this. I wanted to help on YouTube and be a social media person and really educate and convey my real blessings and the stuff that I've learned in life and get those experiences. So that's what I would tell you. The pain of you not doing it is what's gonna balance out the universe telling you that you shouldn't do it. And you know, don't believe in that. Sometimes it's also a test. Sometimes the universe is testing you, and quite honestly, dude, listen to corazón. Always listen to your heart. When your heart is telling you to do something, do it, and then calibrate and enjoy that feedback and do something else if you need to. Next, Mike. I'm 33 years of age and in good shape and began losing my hair in my early 20s. It massively affected my self-confidence till I got into the self-development game community, and now I'm teaching for a few companies, but it's still anything to I would still give anything to have my hair back. I've heard about 1.5 gram TID would be okay, but what is your recommendation? I've noticed my beard, if it's just a goatee, is thick. The sides are not and very strongly and patchy. I have a huge supplementation background as well as nutrition, so anything you suggest, I follow to the letter. First of all, don't follow it to the letter. You have to experiment with yourself and see what the hell shit is. So essentially, you're asking about hair regrowth. So first thing I'm gonna say about this, first of all, this answer is gonna be very authentic, so get ready for some real shit that's about to happen about hair regrowth. First and foremost, hair is very, very highly genetic. A huge component of hair loss, huge component, is genetic. So all the stuff I said about porn and masturbation causing hair loss, you know, shit about DHT, and all of those videos, all of that content you see on YouTube, on the internet, with all of that in mind, just remember that hair loss, hair health is big time genetic, and it comes from your mom and dad's side. This was actually discovered in Canada. We used to think it was all from the maternal side, from the mother's side. But recently, it's been found that it's also from the father's side. So the chromosome, the gene exists on both the X and the Y chromosome, okay? So that's what you need to understand, that a lot of this stuff is genetic. So you might just be at a lot, like that's it, it's over. Like suffer, live with it, you know, be confident without it. Wear a wig, you know, what else can I tell you? Now, in terms of what can you eat, what can you do in terms of exercise? Well, first and foremost, you need to have blood flow in your hair. So if you massage your hair, right, every now and then, you know, there's like some hair pulling stuff that ooh, man, this is what my hair is, by the way, just to show you guys, right? This is how my hair is. I think it's pretty good, and I don't put any products. I don't put any shampoo. I do shampoo once a week. I use this organic shampoo at the gym. Once a week, every Monday, I shampoo my hair. And I don't do any hair products, no hairspray, no gel, no mousse, and I haven't done it since I shaved my head off. Now, if you haven't seen that video yet, maybe it's not on YouTube yet, it will be. There's a video about how I shaved my entire head off before I went to Colombia, and then my hair grew back, you know, pretty good. And it looks way better than it did before because I used a lot of hair products. So I don't use any of that stuff anymore. It's just water and my organic shampoo. And organic conditioner like once every 2 weeks if I really feel like it. And this is really nice. You know, I really like my beard. It's kind of, you know, it's pretty thick. I really enjoy it. I like this white stuff. It's cool. It's like wisdom and shit, right? The gray hair is like wisdom. People believe me. No, I'm just kidding. So that's what I would say about that. You're gonna get enough protein even with a vegan diet. That's not a big deal. Zinc. Try to get zinc in your diet. You know, Brazil nuts 3 a day. I do that every day without stop. Sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, you can get some zinc from there. That's what I would tell you, man. And if you're a vegan, you know, make sure you take your B12 supplements, take a liquid drop, or inject yourself with a B12 injection every 6 months. That's what Zach does. I might do that after I get my blood test results in a couple of months to see what has changed. Yeah, man, early 20s, it's probably genetic. I don't think it's some masturbation porn thing. Honestly, I think it's just genetic. Diet-wise, follow a good diet, eat your green vegetables, you know, get your protein in. You know, you probably only need like 60 to 80 grams of protein. I don't know how many pounds you are, but we don't need that much protein, you know, honestly. Yeah, we need fats. We need our good fats, you know, our avocados, our pumpkin seeds, our nuts, our sunflower seeds, yeah, I said avocado. You know, that's it. You get your fats, you're good, and the rest is all carbs. It's all brown rice, quinoa, you know, sweet potatoes, your tempeh, miso. You know, that's it. Edamame. This is what I'm eating, and I'm writing a book right now, vegan life products. So all of that stuff you're gonna get. You know, what am I eating? The meal plans. You know, all the stuff about details of nutrition. The motivation to get into veganism, to stay into veganism, what the hell it is. You know, it's a very cool thing. Don't think vegans are some cunt feminist people. Like, you know, this is like, veganism is cool. I know a lot of cool people. My personal trainer is vegan. I go to this coffee shop here. 3/4 of their staff is vegan. It's a really cool thing, honestly. Like, I honestly want to do like a podcast just interviewing cool vegans because we get a bad rap. And I've only been doing this for 4 months, so I wouldn't even call myself a vegan yet, but I guess I am. Oh my God. Eric from Facebook group. Is it possible to regrow my hair? All my family has been bald. Farhan Kawaja, I have seen that minoxidil is a very bad option. How can I deal with that? Greetings from Mexico. Don't do minoxidil and don't do that other thing. Minoxidil. So minoxidil is a calcium channel opener. And that opening of the channel presumably improves blood flow into your hair, right? So massaging the hair, like, look, you don't want to just like never touch your hair, right? So when you shower, you know, you're kind of like touching your hair. Some hair is gonna fall out, some is gonna grow back. But you know, you're just like caressing your hair when you're like, don't go crazy with a towel in your hair and this shit's gonna fall. Like, you know, just like very gently. That's what I do. I really gently, you know, go like this with my hair, you know, with the towel. And then in the front, I just kind of like dab it, you know, dab it a little bit. I don't go crazy with the front, with the towel. I only use cold water. This is an important thing. I've never really used warm or hot water in my hair. In my showers, I only do cold showers. If you haven't seen the cold shower video, go watch that. It tells you a lot about what kind of a person you are. It might be very controversial too, but yeah, go watch that cold shower video. I think for hair, cold is better than hot. So that's another one. I talked about some nutrition stuff about hair. What else? Yeah, exercise. You know, get blood flow all over your body. You know, what else can I say? Like, besides like massaging, you can do some hair pulling stuff. Go talk to Sir Symmetry about that. I don't know what the math is on that, but I know there's some rat studies done where they like, if they pluck hair, then the rat's hair grows back but more, you know, thicker in certain patches of his head. But I don't know, man. Honestly, like, I'll try to write something up for you about nutrition for hair and how to optimize it, but that's all I can tell you for now. Puneet, hi. I've seen some of your videos and done my own research, but I just don't see how I can reduce my man boobs. The only realistic solution is surgery. I'm athletic and like to keep fit, but although other parts of my body take shape doing weights and cardio, there's always one problem area, the moves. What's your advice? Do the keto diet, train harder, even eat less carbs? Open to more suggestions. Cheers. Don't do keto. I don't, personally, at this moment in my nutrition education, I would not recommend keto by any means. Not giving your body carbs, I believe, is a very bad idea. Our bodies need carbs. I've been on a probably 80 to 85% carb diet for the last 4 months, and I feel great. And it's better than my keto days and my meat eating days and my dairy days. Why? Well, if it wasn't, I would eat dairy and I would eat meat and I would eat all that stuff. You know, I'm not really doing this for like animal ethics or sustainability, accountability. It's purely for health reasons. It's purely for me being at the top of my game. What can I do to be at the top of my game? What can I eat? And it's vegan, so that's what I'm doing. Now, do I care about animals? Yes. Do I care about sustainability? Yes. It's just not the reason I'm doing it. Yes, I do feel sad when I see the animal videos, the cowspiracies and the what the healths and all those documentaries. Yeah, I feel really sad, but that's not the reason I'm vegan. It's maybe a small part of it, but not the main reason. Now, your question about keto, don't do keto. Don't do any crap like that. If you're already athletic, great. There's 2 things you could do. 1, surgery. That's life. Sometimes moves are drastic. They're just ugly and that's it. Do surgery and get rid of it. The second thing is deal with it. You know, Zach has moves. Zach dealt with it. Zach is this big, like, fucking champion of Quebec boxer. You know, Zach Ben-Bushta, the guy who I made all those vegan videos with. Amazing guy, amazing trainer, amazing human being. He has moves. He doesn't give a shit. He's okay with it. So be okay with it. Be confident with it. Like, don't let society and media who's telling you that baldness is bad, that moves are bad, this is bad and that's good, and don't let that affect you, right? Simple as that. Like, be okay with it. Like, don't let society kind of like pinpoint and steer you in the direction that it wants you to, so it can make money, and it can make money on you know, man boob programs and supplements and all this stuff, and you know, like minoxidil and all these things for baldness, so they can make more and more money. Like, don't let society fuck you over. So that's it. Tom, hey man, been following your content a lot recently, and I recently joined your Facebook group. I'm going to base my 7-day challenge on waking up a lot earlier. Can I ask your advice on how to get up in the morning? If there's one thing I absolutely terrible at, it's getting out of bed. Thank you, my friend. Well, that's the one thing I'm really, really good at. getting my ass out of bed and waking up early. So the last 3 nights I have woke up at 3:55 a.m. and I meditate from 4 to 5. Sometimes I doze off and it's really hard, and the first 2 nights I actually did really well. I meditated the whole hour. And the last night I was like, because I only had 2 hours before I woke up. I went to sleep around 2, woke up at 3:55, did my 4 to 5, dozed most of that time, and then and then I woke up and went out my day, and then I slept for another 6 hours now to catch up before I can do this video for you guys. Now, what I would recommend is in iPhone, there's something called bedtime. It's a new thing they have. I think you have to maybe get the new update or something. But in this thing called bedtime, you can specify this early riser alarm. It's really nice. It's really soothing. It's not like dong, dong, dong. It's really nice. And I'm using that to wake my ass up, and that sound really helps. The other thing you could do is play a sound that is one of your songs that wake you up, right? So like, let's say there's a very soulful song, right? If you listen to a certain type of music, it's your favorite song in the whole world, it like brings your corazon alive. If that's the case, then put that song as the alarm. Maybe that will motivate you to wake up when you do. The other thing is having something that you really care about that you're doing during the day, right? So like, for example, if you're posting on the Biggest Balls group on Facebook, then that is your motivation to wake up. Because if you do wake up, you make a video like I'm making now, post it on the group, and all of us are gonna hold you accountable. All of us are gonna give you a high five, a fucking high five. All of us are gonna give you props, and we're gonna give you positive feedback because we're all your family. We're your brothers and sisters. So post on that Facebook group. That's gonna keep you motivated, because a lot of my drive, waking up, eating right, exercising, being strong, dancing, writing books, reading books, all of that is because of accountability, because I'm accountable to you guys, right? If I stop doing that, it's like, hey man, why aren't you, when I stopped making videos for 5 months, hey Farhan, why aren't you making videos? Where's the content? We need you. I started getting emails, I started getting Facebook comments, YouTube comments, texts from friends, calls from friends. Even though I changed my number, they fucking got a hold of me somehow, right? So all of these things happen because of accountability. So I urge you, do the 7-day challenge and post it on the Facebook group. Tell people that you're doing it. Have people hold your ass accountable. And that is how you will be able to wake up early. Another thing you could do is sleep early so you can wake up early, right? So sleep at 9, sleep at 10, don't sleep at 2. And here is the final thing to wake up early and sleep early. Try to go 24 hours without any sleep. So you are so fucking tired at like 9 p.m. that next day that you have to go to sleep because your body needs to. It's exhausted. Then you will go to sleep at 9 and wake up at 4 or 5 whenever you need to and go about your day. And the point is to make effort, make an effort, make an effort, make an effort. When I was in Vegas for a year, I slept at 6 a.m. and woke up at 2 p.m. every day. Imagine how hard it was for me to shift my schedule after all those years of fucking around. When I was doing my undergrad in engineering, computer science engineering in Texas, we went to sleep at 6 a.m. at that time too, because we started our assignments at midnight every day. Or, whenever we had assignments, not every day, like 3 or 4 times a week. So I had to change that too. I went 4 years of undergrad in engineering sleeping at 6 a.m. Then I did a year in Vegas sleeping at 6 a.m. So I had to overcome all that too, right? So I went through that trouble too, right? And I sacrificed a lot of stuff, and I did it, right? So you're gonna do it too. And I'm with you. We're all with you. Go fucking do it, man. This is part of your life. This is a big component of your life. Waking up early. A lot of people who I know are super successful, they wake up early. They wake up at 7, they wake up at 6. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, wakes up at 4:30. Okay, so this is not a joke. Waking up early is cool. You go outside, you're walking around, you're the only one in town, in the streets. It feels good, man. You enter a coffee shop, you're the only one in line. It feels good, man. You're waking up before everyone else. You're driven more than everyone else. You're motivated more than everyone else. You're inspired more than everyone else. You have a better drive than everyone else. You're stronger than everyone else. We're all stronger, and we'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. And the last thing I'm gonna say before I end this video, fucking 35-minute video, it's one of the longest videos I've ever done, if not the longest. No, it's not the longest for sure. But before I let you go, tonight, 11:59 p.m. is the expiry date for the product that we just launched, Doc's Ultimate Package. Okay, tonight is the deadline. Go access that. It is only for serious people. It is only for people who actually want to take massive action, and for those who are stuck in life. You are stuck in a mode, in a drive, in a certain state in your life where you need to become unstuck. And this is the product that we have specifically made for that group of serious people who want to get unstuck. So before 11:59 p.m., you can get that at a discounted rate, a huge sale that we're doing this one time and never again will be done. And right after 11:59 p.m., the prices are going to go up more than 100%. I think it's like 133% or something. You can go look at the page for that. So if you're on Facebook, click the first link in the comment below, or the link in the first comment below. If you're on YouTube, it's the first link in the description below. Okay? I will see you soon. Keep watching the videos. Keep submitting your questions in the comments or in emails, and I will keep answering everything that I can. This is Farhan with lots of love from Toronto. I will see you next time. Love you.